I actually was going to say that keeping an eye on that other products category, the Apple Watch, maybe the AirPods that we think might be announced in a little bit, is really key, because that is a category that's been growing a lot for Apple. It's made almost $4 billion for them, up 60% in Q3 over the year before. And you know, the iPhone, while it makes Apple a lot of money, doesn't have a huge global market share. And so I think the more that they can sell that Apple Watch to maybe an older demographic or people who are really interested in the health and fitness aspects, that is going to be really good for them, because frankly, although they're in no trouble, diversifying is a good idea.
Yeah, it has features like it can make an emergency call. There's a heart sensor for an ECG. We had a statement out from Scott Gottlieb, and the president of the American Heart Association is also part of an event. So certainly trying to move into a different kind of category for the watch than previously. Walter, what do you think about the new updates to the iPhone XS and XS Max? It's going to be waterproof. John just walked us through some of the new camera features, new size, new glass, new color. Any of that a turning point to potentially speed up the replacement cycle that we've been in?
Well, the 5 trillion ops per second in the new A12 chip is going to make, when someone buys this phone, it's going to just operate a lot faster. So someone that's still with their iPhone 6 or 6S is going to be looking at someone with one of these new products. And maybe that's the type of thing that stimulates them to upgrade their product, let alone it being an older product. Plus, look, they're taking the size of what was an A+, and because of the way the screen is going edge to edge, you're having what is going to look like the biggest screen that they have. So this is a new effective size in terms of a screen that could induce also some additional people to consider upgrading their phones. So 2 interesting things. There's obviously additional discussions about the camera, which are interesting. Right. The 2 SIM card certainly has relevance in many markets throughout the world in terms of allowing customers to move from carrier to carrier. So that is going to be well received as well globally, and something a lot of consumers were looking for.
I'm still wrapping my head around the fact that the phones will now have 2 phone numbers capabilities. Yeah. Like we need more than 1 phone number. People will be learning to say,
you could have a work
it's more
phone
about
number.
it's more about switching. It's more about switching
Yeah.
one carrier to the other, as opposed to necessarily.
See, that necessitates you only buying 1 phone.
That's exactly what I was just thinking.
Right?
I could get rid of my work phone
buy,
and combine them into one.
That's counterintuitive. Lindsay, give us a headline. What's the headline for CNET as far as what you're seeing today so far?
So far, I think it's the watch. The watch has had the big changes. We've talked about a lot of those changes. What I think is going to be interesting about the watch is that I think you'll see people buying them for other people in their families. It's sort of a worry ease buy, right? If this is going to help me feel like my parent is going to be watched over, I might, no pun intended, buy that for them. I think that that'll be really big for families, although I think that in the consumer tech space, a lot of people might not be, so wowed by those if you've fallen and you can't get up kind of features. I also think that the phone cameras will be big sellers. People always want their pictures to look better. I think that Apple does a great job selling this. They know how to work with photographers to show off what a camera can do. And this new camera system, if it really does have this high dynamic range, depth of color that Apple is talking about, is going to be really compelling for a lot of people.